Welcome to everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. Myself, Mehul Padiyar, and I am a lecturer as well as alumni coordinator of Mechanical Engineering Department, Parul Institute of Innovative Graduates. Today, we are presenting a alumni webinar titled on scope of solar energy and solar rooftop installation. Today's our speaker, the name is Mr. Fanil Bhavsar. He is one of the prominent alumni of Parul Institute of Engineering and Technology Diploma Study. I give the little introduction to Mr. Fanil Bhavsar regarding his designation of manager at the Global Solar Power System. Our today's speaker have a great knowledge and experience about the solar energy as well as solar rooftop installation system in a commercial purpose as well as domestic purpose also. Mr. Fanil Bhavsar is a alumni of Parul Diploma Study and he joined with us in 2011 and he's completed his diploma in 2014 with great performance in her academia. Mr. Fanil is a sincere and obedient student of our department. So I request to Fanil, please start your session now.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mehul sir.
Fanil, Mr. Fanil, yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mehul sir, for giving me this opportunity. First of all, good morning to everyone for joining this presentation of scope of solar work. First of all, I would like to thankful to all the PU management and the PU webinar series for making this opportunity to our alumni students, for giving us an opportunity to share our experience and knowledge to you. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. This is Fanil Bhavsar, representing from Global Solar Power System. It's a company, fastest growing company in Vadodara. We had started our company in 2010. We are running with our 10th year and growing with the fastest growing company in Vadodara. Today I will like to brief you something about the solar, scope of solar. The energy is called a renewable energy which protect us from all the pollution, carbon and all that things. So let's start the presentation for the scope of solar energy. First of all, I would like to tell you that what is solar energy? Solar energy is a sunlight into a usable solar energy using N-type and P-type semiconductor materials. Means the sun rays falls on the solar panels and generates the electricity and converts the power to DC. That DC power is being converted to AC and the electricity is being produced, allowing the electrons flow through the material to the produced electricity. The electrons flows to the power to produce the electricity. The process of converting light photons to electricity. That effect of converting the photons to electricity is called PV effect. PV effect means is a photovoltaic effect. Currently, solar panel converts most of its visible light spectrum and about half of the ultraviolet and infrared light spectrum to usable solar energy. Solar technology uses the sun energy and light to provide heat, light, hot water, electricity, and also in cooling for residential purpose, business purpose, commercial purpose, industrial purpose, and etc. Something I would like to brief about the types of products which are in solar energy. It's a power plant, EPC services, captive solar power plant. Captive solar power plant means that any power which is generated and utilized by captive only means for an example I would like to share that a company is producing the solar power and utilizing that power itself only in its self consumption. That is called the captive solar power plant. Megawatt project and services. This megawatt project and services shows that there is a solar park where huge number of solar panels are being installed, and it shows that the power is generating in a number of units, and that power is being sold to other discoms or some other agencies or some other buyer. In this, there is also a PPA project. PPA project is also known as power purchase agreement. In this system, in this scheme, the power is being generated and generated by a third party, and it is being sold to another buyer. The buyer purchases the power and sells his electricity. The another one is domestic power plant. Domestic power plant is that you all are being aware right now that major huge number of domestic power plants are being installed over here everywhere in Gujarat. So Gujarat is the highest producing electricity through solar in domestic ratio in Gujarat, and there is a number of schemes are being supplied by the state government and central government to Gujarat for the domestic solar rooftop power plants. Solar power backup system. The word itself says that a backup system. Backup means you have the power backup. Means when the sunlight generates the power and grid is off, grid means GV cut off, grid is not there, then also you will get the power through the battery backup system. The solar power backup system itself says that the power which runs through the battery backup and gives you the supply of the power and electricity is called the solar power backup system. The another one is solar water pumping system. Solar water pumping system is one product of an agriculture usage. Agriculture usage means it can be used in farm, in irrigation, which is mainly utilized by the farmers to get the water easily through the solar water pumping system. It doesn't require any kind of grid, any kind of electricity, any kind of AC power to run the pump or motor for getting the water from the ground. Solar power water pumping system itself generates the power through the solar system, gets the electricity to the water and pump, and drains the power, drains the water through the ground directly for the usage of irrigation. Another one is solar LED street light. You are looking for some street lights over all the streets and some every purpose and for security purpose also. Solar LED street light system is the one of the part of the solar power backup system. It runs like in the daytime, the solar generates the power and charges the battery, and in the night time, the chargeable battery gives the electricity to the street light, and the street light works solar integrated system for telecom and railway application. This is the integrated system and customized system as per the usage of telecom and railway applications also. That the automation system of the railway and telecom which works on the solar, where some towers of the telecom, some towers of the railways, where there is no availability of electricity, then in that such case, or some towers are in rural area where the where to get the electricity is very difficult. So they will get the power through the solar power backup system on the integration and its customization. So this was the some brief for the solar products, types of solar products. Another one thing that if you know about the how many types of technologies are there in solar. For an example, I had shown that PV technology and thermal technology. There are two types of technology, PV and thermal. PV technology means photovoltaic technology that I had already briefed something about photovoltaic. And thermal technology is the water heating system, the technology which runs through water and heat the water through the solar sunlight. That is thermal technology. In PV technology, there are different types of systems. That is solar power plant, solar street light, solar water pumping system, solar industrial captive power plants. These PV technologies run through the solar panels and generates the electricity. And in thermal technology, there are solar water heating system, solar thermal power plant, solar air conditioning system, and solar heat pump and solar dryer. In thermal technology, the sun heats it's a tubing technology. There is a copper tube, copper wings, copper fins, and it's a flat plate collector in water heating system. This water heating system in a thermal technology shows that the sun radiation falls on the tube and naturally the tube is copper coated and it heats the water inside it and makes the water hot and gives the more temperature up to 50 to 65 degree Celsius per day. In PV technology, solar power plant. Solar power plant means everyone knows and everyone is seeing right now that the solar energy is being generated from the panels and panels are getting the electricity and connected to the grid and all that things. It's in PV technology. As I already briefed about the solar street light, solar water pumping system, solar industrial captive power plants and solar parks. Solar industrial captive power plants and parks means a company is generating the power and utilizing its power own self for the saving of its own consumption. He doesn't sell the power, he doesn't trade the power, he itself using its power its own self. That is called the captive power plant. And solar park. Solar park is one of the scheme which state government and central government had both combined the scheme for the solar parks. In Gujarat, there is one of the solar park which is at Charanka, Patan. It is of 500 megawatt solar park. Means there are numbers of companies who had invested and installed solar power plant over there. And there are individual solar parks such as for 15 megawatt, someone of 10 megawatt, someone of 25 megawatt, and etc. In this scheme, the investor and the producer generates the power through the solar park and solar panels, and the amount of units is being generated in per day is directly sold to the DISCOM. DISCOM means our GUVNL, MGVCL, DGVCL, PGVCL, etc. And they purchase the power through the solar park from the concerned producers and generators. That power is being purchased on a PPA agreement, means power purchase agreement. If the power is being generated for per day, for an example, 100 units, then the GEB will take the power. There is one agreement of a rupees of amount of something like 8 rupees or 10 rupees, that is individually as per the installation capacity and installation in each every year as per the norms and terms decided by the government in a particular year. Means if it is selling 100 units per day and it costing is 8 rupees per unit, then 800 rupees per day will be the income of the producer and the investor. This is the basic detail of the solar park. After knowing this solar park and power plants and everything, there might be some questions in you. Okay, why we should go for the solar energy? There are huge numbers of production of thermal energy and this biogas energy and electrical energy. Everything is there, and in Gujarat there is also more power, excessive power of the electricity in Gujarat also. Then why also we have to go for solar? Means solar is first of all a renewable energy. The sun provides more than enough energy to meet the whole world energy needs. Means if every energy is being produced or every electricity is being produced, then it also consumes some carbon. Some disadvantages are also there for every producing of electricity. But for solar, it's a renewable source of energy, and there is no limitation for this installation of solar. It's also considered as a greenhouse effect also, and it also occurs the carbon emission. And because the sun provides more energy than we will ever need, because sun is the one thing which is not going to stop anytime anywhere. So we will get the power continuously in the daytime for the life and life and life. And without any maintenance, there is no maintenance in solar system. There is only one maintenance, that is called cleaning of the solar panel, which is very easily to clean by the water spreading on it. And it is more effective and efficient for generating the power by not doing any kind of pollution, no carbons, and etc. I will like to brief something about this PV technology and thermal technology, or something about solar panels. There are two types of solar panels. One is polycrystalline, mainly two types. One is polycrystalline panel and another is monocrystalline panel. Polycrystalline panel is the panel which is having such efficiency of 17%, and monocrystalline panels which is having capacity of 18%. In polycrystalline, it absorbs the sun radiation for such as 30 to 35 degrees Celsius, while in monocrystalline, it absorbs the sun radiation and heat up to 25%. And there are also another types of panels. It's a thin film panel, bifacial panel. Thin film panel is a very thin layer panel which is something like a glass also, which is breakable. So it is not utilizing. Moreover, in our state, the most utilization of the types of panel is polycrystalline in India. Majorly, if we talk about Gujarat, the maximum consumption and the maximum efficiency of the panel is only of the polycrystalline panel. Major installation, major production, and major utilization is of only polycrystalline panel. Monocrystalline panel is another type which is more effective and efficient in the climate area where there is cool temperature, cold climate, where there is no more heat or no excessive heat. Then the monocrystalline will give you the best effective and efficient output in that weather condition. Bifacial panel. Bifacial panel is one thing that you want to install a panel through your building, or you can. It's a transparent panel from front and back side both. So you can also install it on your building on the south facing, where you can see transparency on the building or outside or inside. So this was the some brief about the types of panels for polycrystalline, monocrystalline, thin film, and bifacial. Majorly, polycrystalline is mostly used in our Gujarat. So we are going next to the government nodal offices for solar. You all are being knowing that if some new schemes, new policies, and new establishment are being discussed and are being elaborated by the governments and are being declared by the government. So, who are the major nodal offices for the solar who declares this scheme under the ministry or under the department? Which department? All these nodal offices which I had shown in the presentation works under the climate and change department of government of Gujarat. There are MNRE. MNRE is the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy of the central government. The policy declared in the India, any kind of policy, any kind of change in policy, any kind of new innovations, any kind of new techniques, new technologies, everything is being declared by the MNRE, which is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, runs by the central government of India. The another one is JEDA, that is Gujarat Energy Development Agency. This is the state government nodal agency. JEDA is one of the most highest installer. We can say that it is the most highest installer throughout the India. In Gujarat, Gujarat is the which gets the highest number of installations in residentials, commercials. Means a power plant in captive power plants for generating the electricity. JEDA had worked a tremendous effective in this section, and also had provided many kinds of subsidies from starting to the solar lantern. If you all know that a small lantern works on the solar and gets the bulb on. So that was the first subsidy which JEDA had provided to all the consumers and all the state peoples through, from starting to the lantern, to the water heater, to the street light, and then at last to this captive power plant for residential scheme. Many kind of subsidies has been declared by JEDA for the private sectors also, for government sectors also, and also for some PSUs, public sectors also. It had also had to the some schools in the rulers, and for some getting more effective energy and electricity without any grid supply. Third one is DISCOM. DISCOM is called the GUNL Vadodara. The head office of DISCOM means it's a GUNL, Gujarat Urja Vikas Nigam Limited. It is in Vadodara itself, and it contains, for example, DISCOM is, I had shown that there is a GETCO, PGVCL, UGVCL, MGVCL, BGVCL. Also, GUNL considers the Torrent also. Torrent is also under the GUNL. So these are the different nodal offices, nodal solar offices for any declaration of the solar policies, solar schemes, and some innovations also. Another one is Journey. Journey is the main another office for the solar innovations, solar technologies. Most of the innovations are being out of from Germany. Many such things for the practical. As I said, that some of practical knowledge and practical technologies are being declared by the Germany also. So these are the 2-3 nodal offices where the government scheme is being declared by them. Now we go for how does solar panel works. आप सब लोग को पता होगा कि अभी तो सबके घर में अभी ये सोलर पावर प्लांट बहुत इंस्टॉल हो रहा है. तो मैनी ऑफ देम हैड बीन इंस्टॉल्ड दिस सोलर पावर प्लांट. तो बेसिक तो सबको नॉलेज होगा ही, आई थिंक सो, कि ये सोलर कैसे जनरेट होता है. फिर एन एग्जांपल कि पैनल से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस होती है, उसमें से इन्वर्टर से आती है और ग्रिड से कनेक्ट होती है, ग्रिड से कनेक्ट होके ये सप्लाई करता है. यस, दैट इज वन ट्रू थिंग. सोलर पैनल कैसे वर्क करता है? That the photovoltaic cells, which had been discussed, that PV cells in a solar panel, turns the sunlight, absorbs the sunlight, and converts the power into direct current of electricity, that is DC power. It absorbs the sunlight and generates the DC power. Then the DC power is being converted through inverter, and it is called that alternating current, that is DC is being converted to AC power through the help of inverter, and then the power is being supplied to the grid or to the battery for the storage. So this is the basic fundamental of the solar working system. Types of system in PV technologies. As I had already said, there are types of systems in PV technologies, that is grid connected, that is captive power plant, grid interactive with battery backup, means this is the hybrid system, grid interactive with battery backup, water pumping system, and off-grid power plant. In grid interactive grid tie system, it shows that the power is being generated from the solar panels. That power is in DC. So for the grid interactive, there is a AC power which gets from the mains or transformer through the GB. That DC power is being diverted and converted to the AC power through the charge controller and inverter. That inverter converts the DC power to AC power, and gives the electricity to the existing load of the company or any residential or any utilization. How does this both power get merged? Did anyone having questions that how does this power get merged? It is the DC power, amount of voltage, current, ampere, what kind of it is coming, and how did it will get merged through the AC power. That AC power is of single phase and three phase. That is 230 volt and 415 volt. 230 and 415 volt. How it will be converted? So in inverters there is one PLL technology. PLL technology says phase lock looping system. Phase lock looping system. In this phase lock looping system, the amount of DC power, voltage, current and ampere, all three is being generated. And the power coming from the grid, its voltage, current and ampere. This phase lock looping system will understand first that how much amount of voltage is coming, how much amount of ampere is coming, how much amount of current is coming from the grid, and it will calculate the all three parameters and merge the power and generates the DC in the same manner of the AC, and then the power will merge. But in this there is one question will be asking that if the both power is being merged, then how the solar will get the priority in this system, grid interactive? Solar is having a first priority to provide the electricity to grid. Then how it is possible when you are saying that voltage should be same, ampere should be same, current is the same? Then there is a one frequency of the grid. The grid frequency is of amount of 50 or less than 50 hertz. While in solar, there is the frequency in solar, it is 50 or more than 50 hertz. Means it can be 50 or 50.1, 50.08. For this reason, solar will get the first priority through the load while generating the power and giving to the load. So this was the brief about the grid interactive grid tie system, which is also called a solar captive power plant. Another one is grid interactive with battery backup. In this grid interactive with battery backup system, it is the same as the grid interactive grid tie system. The only additional portion is the battery. And this system is also known as a hybrid system. If the power is being generated and some power is being utilized in load, and if after the utilization of the power some amount of units is being less, then that unit is being stored or that power is being stored in the battery, which will run the power in the night time also. In grid interactive, if the power is not used, then it is transferred back to GEB or it is being transferred to the grid. So for brief of this transfer of GEB and battery, I will like to brief you afterwards. Now we go for solar water pumping system. Solar water pumping system, it's one kind of similar of grid interactive where the power is being directly generated, and in grid interactive there was a wind inverter, while in water pumping system it works on the VFD and switchover. VFD is a variable frequency drive, means when the amount of power required by the pump or motor the initial torque of the pump and motor is very high. So to maintain such frequency, we are using VFD controller, and that VFD controller will convert it to generate the power in such a frequency to grab the initial torque of the pump and motor. In this water pumping system, that is, we can use both AC and DC water motor and pump both. So if we use DC, then the absorption and the output of the water will be in more span. And if we use AC, that will also be in a medium span. This is mainly used for irrigation system while farming, and it gets from the water get from the bore. आप सबको पता होगा कि खेत में हम लोग देखते हैं कि कुआं लगा होता है, बोर लगा हुआ होता है, और उसमें जो पानी निकालना है तो वो पानी हम लोग सोलर पैनल के हेल्प से निकाल सकते हैं। पंप को इलेक्ट्रिसिटी देके VFD कंट्रोलर से फ्रीक्वेंसी हाई करके हम लोग पावर जनरेट करके पानी निकाल सकते हैं, इजीली पानी निकाल सकते हैं। और इसमें 3 HP, 5 HP, 7 HP, 10 HP इस हिसाब के वेरिएशंस आते हैं पंप्स में, तो उस हिसाब से पानी निकलता है। फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, हम लोग 5 HP का सोलर पंप डालते हैं तो it will absorb the water of amount 1.25 lakh per day, 1.25 lakh liters per day। वो एक दिन में 1.25 lakh liters पानी निकालेगा 5 HP का पंप। दिस इज द बेसिक ऑफ कितना आउटपुट होता है सोलर पंपिंग से, ये एक बेसिक एग्जांपल है। फिर ऑफ ग्रिड पावर प्लांट। ऑफ ग्रिड पावर प्लांट इज वन थिंग दैट you are not having any kind of grid, any kind of electricity, any other source of power you are not having, or we need the power in such a rural area, in a farm, or where there is no availability of any kind of grid, any kind of electricity, or any kind of other source, then this off-grid power plant will help you to provide the electricity anywhere, in any condition. But it will generate the power in through the daytime, and for the night time it will get the power from the storage of the battery. This off-grid system generates the power as the panel generates the power, and similar as the grid interactive, it converts the power through inverter from DC to AC. But in this case, that in grid interactive system, the inverters works on the phase lock looping system, and inverter starts with the help of the any source of energy, while in this off-grid system, inverter doesn't require any kind of source of energy. It converts the power from DC to AC, and the power is being stored in the battery, and directly from the battery the stored power is being utilized to the load and existing system. In this all 4 type of technologies which I had been described to you, the most utilization and the highest utilization is of the grid interactive grid tie system. As I show, this one is the grid interactive grid tie system. This is the highest installation of this system which you are all looking in the industries right now, domestic right now, farming, irrigation, everywhere. This grid interactive grid tie system is running most and in a number of installation. Why it is the more and in number of installations? Because in this grid type, it is also called a on-grid system. In this on-grid system, there is many numbers of schemes and policies which is very easy to install the solar power plant. That government had also promote this on-grid system, and for that promotion, government has declared many kind of subsidies in this scheme or in this system. So, for the easy and effective solution and for easy installation and a better output with no maintenance. Listen one thing again, with no maintenance. In this on-grid system, there is no maintenance. It's a maintenance-free system. Why it is a maintenance-free? Because there is no any kind of mechanism in this system. The power generates from the panel. Inverter converts the DC to AC power, and then directly it is being supplied to the grid or load. The power is being supplied to load. If load is not having the consumption, then the excess power will get back to GEB. And there is no any kind of mechanism. There is only one maintenance, which is also not called a maintenance. We have to just clean the solar panels frequently on 10 to 15 days. So for the cleaning is must, because in our India there is a major issue of dusting. If the dust get on the panels, the amount of output and efficiency will get down while the panels having more dust on it. So only maintenance part of view is only the cleaning. No other maintenance is there in this on-grid system. Okay. For current policies, that अभी सोलर की स्कीम जैसे मैंने बताया कि ऑन ग्रिड सिस्टम में गवर्नमेंट बहुत सारी पॉलिसीज देती है, सब्सिडीज देती है, बहुत सारा स्कीम आता है, क्लाइंट्स को बेनिफिट होता है, सब कंज्यूमर्स को बेनिफिट होता है, सबको बेनिफिट. सो टू प्रमोट दिस सोलर, our prime minister and chief minister all are asking to convert into renewable energy and to convert in the solar energy. There is also a wind energy in renewable. So for promoting the consumers, for giving some more effective advantages for the solar, there are some policies being made by the government for solar particular systems. First policy was solar net metering policy. Before, as I tell you all, that before 2015, we are not having, Gujarat was not having the net metering policy. What is the net metering policy? Net metering policy is such thing, as I told you, that if you produce the power and utilize in your load and self-consumption, if it is not consumed and the excess power is being generated and that is converted to GEB. So how it converts to GEB and how it goes back to GEB, that is net metering policy. There is a one bidirectional meter. Everyone, आपको सबको पता होगा कि हमारे घर में या हमारी कंपनी में या हमारी इंडस्ट्री कोई भी हो, जो जीएबी का मीटर लगा हुआ होता है, that is unidirectional, means it runs in a single direction only. तो जब हम लोग पहले सोलर प्लांट इंस्टॉल करते थे तो इस हिसाब से करना पड़ता था कि जितना आपका कंजम्पशन हो, फॉर एग्जांपल के 500 यूनिट्स का कंजम्पशन हो तो हमको 500 यूनिट्स का ही प्लांट डालना पड़ता था. हम लोग एक्सेस नहीं डाल सकते. इफ हमको एक्सेस पावर चाहिए कभी कभार तो वो भी ग्रिड से लेना पड़ता था. और अगर कंजम्पशन नहीं होता था तो पावर का लॉस हो जाता था। सो इफ वी आर जनरेटिंग पावर, हम लोग पावर जनरेट करते हैं तो उसके पीछे भी कुछ ना कुछ कॉस्ट लगता है, और वो कॉस्ट बेयर करने के बाद जब हम उनको यूटिलाइज नहीं कर पाते और लॉस जाता है तो बहुत दिक्कत आती है कि लॉस बेयर करना इज अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट थिंग। सो फॉर दैट government had decided and declared one Gujarat Solar Power Policy in 2015. The name of the policy itself is Gujarat Solar Power Policy 2015. This policy declared in 2015 for the net metering scheme, where जैसे मैंने बोला कि जो लॉस होता था वो लॉस को रोकने के लिए हमको नेट मीटरिंग पॉलिसी मिली, और नेट मीटरिंग पॉलिसी से हम लोग हमारा एडिशनल पावर जीईबी को रिटर्न दे सके, और वो रिटर्न देने के लिए हमारा जो यूनिडायरेक्शनल मीटर है वो चेंज हो जाता है बाई डायरेक्शनल मीटर में। फिलहाल अभी जो मैंने समझाया है जैसे कि यूनिडायरेक्शनल मीटर जो घूमता है इन अ सिंगल डायरेक्शन, while this bidirectional meter runs in a both direction. In both directions, such as called that import and export. Import means the amount of unit consumed and taken from GEB. Means आप जो power GEB से लेते हो that is called import, and एक्सपोर्ट मीन्स जो आपका पावर एडिशनल हो जाता है, मीन्स आप जनरेट करते हो, जनरेट करने के बाद उसको कंज्यूम करते हो, कंज्यूम करने के बाद भी जो पावर एडिशनल बचता है वो आप जीईबी को दे दो, दैट इज कॉल्ड एक्सपोर्ट, एंड दैट पावर विच इज बीन एक्सपोर्टेड, एंड उसका बिलिंग का कैलकुलेशन इज लाइक इंपोर्ट माइनस एक्सपोर्ट इज इक्वल्स टू योर पेएबल अमाउंट। मीन्स आपने जो जीईबी के पास से लिया और आपने जो जीईबी को दिया उसका डिफरेंस जो आएगा वो आपको पे करना है। तो दिस इज द मेन थिंग विच इज डिक्लेयर बाय द गवर्नमेंट इन दिस गुजरात सोलर रूफटॉप पावर पॉलिसी। अनदर वन इज सूर्य गुजरात रूफटॉप नेट मीटरिंग स्कीम, नेट मीटरिंग पॉलिसी। दिस इज ऑल्सो द सेम पॉलिसी, but in this, first of all, the net metering policy was declared by the nodal agency JEDA, but in this Surya Gujarat it is now converted to the GUVNL. All the domestic power plants and industrial and everything is being converted to GUVNL and transferred to GUVNL nodal agency from the JEDA. वह इनको ट्रांसफर करने का एक ही रीजन था कि जेडा से जो कुछ भी होता है एट लास्ट द एवरी connections and every energizing system and every execution is done by the GEB. Whole GEB is under GUVNL. So GUVNL में कन्वर्ट करने का एक ही रीजन था कि इजी फ्लो में पॉलिसी जा सके, इजी फ्लो में इंस्टॉलेशन हो सके, हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ इंस्टॉलेशन हो सके। तो अभी फिलहाल जो गवर्नमेंट स्कीम दे रही है और गवर्नमेंट जिसमें सब्सिडी दे रही है वो सब्सिडी स्कीम का नाम है सूर्य गुजरात रूफटॉप नेट मीटरिंग पॉलिसी, और इसमें मैक्सिमम इंस्टॉलेशंस गुजरात में ये स्कीम में हुए हैं। सबसे पहले हुआ था तकरीबन 50 मेगावाट का पॉलिसी था, फिर अनदर पॉलिसी वाज 70 मेगावाट। ये दो पॉलिसी जो था दैट मींस कैपेसिटी ऑफ 50 मेगावाट एंड 75 दैट वाज इन जेडा, जिसमें वाज द स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द 2015 जिसमें जेडा ने स्टार्ट किया था पॉलिसी। और आफ्टर दैट 125 मेगावाट was also in JEDA and running 600 megawatt policy. जब सूर्य गुजरात आया तो 600 मेगावाट का कैपेसिटी मिला है सबको पूरे गुजरात में, और उसमें फर्स्ट ईयर में maximum installation हुआ है, more than 1.5 lakhs consumer had applied throughout from 2015 to 2020, and in upcoming days, right now subsidy is on hold and new tender is being floated. In 10 to 15 days, the second phase of the Surya Gujarat rooftop net metering policy will be started, and all the consumers and all the beneficiaries will get the most benefit of the highest subsidy in the state of the Gujarat. That is, they will get 40% subsidy from 1 kilowatt to 3 kilowatt installation, and 20% subsidy from 3 kilowatt to 10 kilowatt system respectively. तो ये सबसे ज्यादा सब्सिडी यही स्कीम में मिल रही है. तो जिसको जिसको अगर इंस्टॉल करना हो अपने रेसिडेंशियल में, तो ये सूर्य गुजरात का स्कीम जो गवर्नमेंट ने डिक्लेयर किया है, ये सबसे बेनिफिशियल है और इजी एंड फास्ट इंस्टॉलेशन है. The another one is Sky Yojana. Sky Yojana is Surya Shakti Kisan Yojana. This scheme is for agriculture purpose. Means Sky scheme was one of the pilot project and pilot scheme where agriculture में क्या था कि जैसे ही हम लोग डोमेस्टिक में जिस प्रकार से इंस्टॉल करते हैं और जीईबी ग्रिड का ले लेती है, इस हिसाब से उन लोगों ने फार्मर्स के लिए एग्रीकल्चर पर्पस के लिए स्कीम निकाला था. और ये स्कीम में ऐसा था कि आपका जितना भी लोड हो या मीन्स जितना भी कंजम्पशन हो, उससे ज्यादा मीन्स आपने जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट डिमांड गवर्नमेंट से मांगा है, उस हिसाब से आप सोलर पावर प्लांट अपने फार्म पे इंस्टॉल कर सकते हैं और एग्रीकल्चर के लिए यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं फॉर वाटर पंपिंग सिस्टम एंड ऑल दैट थिंग. एंड इसको भी नेट मीटरिंग पॉलिसी में इनबिल्ड कर दिया कि आपका अगर एग्रीकल्चर है 50 किलोवाट का इंस्टॉलेशन करते हो बट आपका कंजम्पशन 10 किलोवाट का है, तो बाकी के 40 किलोवाट का पावर जीईबी आपसे ले लेगा. तो ये तो सेम हो गया, सूर्य गुजरात और स्काई स्कीम बोथ स्कीम सेम हो गई. बट डिफरेंस क्या था कि सूर्य गुजरात इज फॉर रेसिडेंशियल एंड स्काई इज फॉर एग्रीकल्चर. अगर रेसिडेंशियल में आप अगर पावर आप जीईबी को देते हो, तो जीईबी का आपको पर यूनिट रेट 2.25 मिलेगा. दिस इज द एग्रीमेंट डन बाय द जीयूवीएनएल एंड कंसर्न बेनिफिशियरी, जिसमें डिसाइड हुआ है कि 2.25 रुपीज पर यूनिट मिलेगा उनको अगर जीईबी को पावर देते हैं तो. वाइल इन स्काई स्कीम, स्काई योजना में ऐसा था कि अगर आप पावर यूटिलाइज नहीं करते हो तो जीईबी आपका पावर 7 रुपीज पर यूनिट लेगी. तो ये सबसे बड़ा बेनिफिट था फार्मर्स के लिए और एग्रीकल्चर यूटिलाइजेशन के लिए कि इफ अगर पावर यूज नहीं करते हो तो आपको 7 रुपीज पर यूनिट मिलेगा. So this Sky scheme was declared by the Gujarat state government. That same is Kusum Yojana, which is upcoming for agriculture. Kusum Yojana is the same scheme as a Sky, which is being declared by the central government, and it will be in upcoming around in next month also. It will be soon in next month. So this was the such policies, current policies which are running in the Gujarat state. Now we go to the working principle of the grid interactive system. This is the one working model of the residential where the sun radiations are falling on the panels and then it converted to DC isolator. It is also called as a DC DB, DC protection device, then is converted to AC inverter.
Then there is a AC isolator, mean AC isolator, then PV generation meter. This is the PV generation meters, means how much amount of units has been generated by the solar. सोलार ने कितना जनरेशन किया है ये बताएगा आपको. इसके बाद ये आपका फ्यूज बोर्ड है. मींस फ्यूज बोर्ड मींस क्या, आपका जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बॉक्स हम लोग बोलते हैं, तो उसमें से लोड में जाएगा. आफ्टर दैट फ्यूज बोर्ड, there is, if you, as I said, that if you consume the power in this load, and the additional power will be get back to GEB, that is import export meter, and it will go to the grid. So this is the basic principle, and it is same in residential, industrial, commercial, everywhere. This process, this working principle is the same in every system of the solar, in mainly of captive consumption. In these, main components are structure, solar panel, inverters, cables and accessories, and earthing and lightning arrestor. For this installation, let's see one video. हम लोग इसके साथ एक वीडियो देखेंगे. इंस्टॉलेशन के इंस्टॉलेशन कैसे होता है सोलार का. ये आपको दिखाएगा ये इमेज में कि ट्रू साउथ फेसिंग इज द मोस्ट थिंग इन सोलार. कि आप सोलार इंस्टॉल करते हो तो सबसे पहले साउथ फेसिंग इज मस्ट. हमारे गुजरात के हिसाब से इसका टिल्ट एंगल शुड बी ऑफ 20 to 23 डिग्री का एंगल होना चाहिए. तो आपको पैरेलल सन का रेडिएशन से हाईएस्ट आउटपुट मिलेगा. बराबर. ये स्ट्रक्चर है कि साउथ फेसिंग का स्ट्रक्चर होना चाहिए, और इट शुड बी ऑफ मिनिमम साइज, कि आपको इश्यू ना हो, कहीं पे दिक्कत ना आए, ऐसा. इसी से इसमें मेन पार्ट ये है कि आप कितना भी सोलर इंस्टॉल करते हो, बट अर्थिंग इज द मोस्ट प्रायोरिटी एंड मोस्ट थिंग इन दिस सोलर इंस्टॉलेशन. कि आपका अर्थिंग शुड बी वेरी प्रॉपर. अर्थिंग अगर जितना प्रॉपर होगा उतना सिस्टम वर्क प्रॉपर करेगा. और तीन टाइप के अर्थिंग्स होते हैं. एक सोलर स्ट्रक्चर्स का अर्थिंग होता है, एक इन्वर्टर अर्थिंग होता है, और तीसरा होता है लाइटनिंग अरेस्टर. इफ एनी काइंड ऑफ लाइटनिंग इज बीन फॉल, सो इट विल बी डायरेक्टली ग्राउंड टू द अर्थिंग. सो 3 अर्थिंग होते हैं मेजर, और तीनों अर्थिंग के बीच में द मेन थिंग इज मिनिमम 1 मीटर का गैप.
सो ये थोड़ा ब्रीफ था हमारा कैसे इंस्टॉलेशन होता है कि मेजर क्या पैरामीटर्स होते हैं इंस्टॉलेशंस के, ये थे.
Now, Fanil, hello, Fanil.
Yes, yes.
There are some questions regarding this topic. Mr. Anish Sure say that how much the maintenance cost for solar rooftop?
Sorry.
How much the maintenance cost for the solar rooftop?
Okay. As I already said, that there is no any kind of maintenance in this solar system because there is no any kind of mechanism in this solar. No mechanism in this solar system. There is only one maintenance. That is, you have to wash your panels in a frequency of 10 to 15 days.
Yes.
This is the only maintenance.
One more question.
Yes.
What is the life of solar panel system?
Life we are considering it's of 25 years life, and more if you make it viable and do proper cleaning, then it can also run for 27 years also. And there is a 25 years warranty of generation we are giving to each and every system of solar for solar panels generation.
Now, the next question is the Gaurav Bandania.
Yes.
Any performance regarding this solar, reduce the performance regarding this solar panel after some time?
Great question. Regarding the performance, that it gets degraded every year. Means we say that it gets degraded for 20% at 20 years. जब 20 साल होते हैं तब 20% का डिग्रेडेशन होता है. फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल कि हम लोग मान लो कि अगर 20 साल में हुआ तो 0.921% एवरी ईयर इसका डिग्रेडेशन होता है. मीन्स क्या होता है कि इसके डिग्रेडेशन में सिर्फ एफिशिएंसी डाउन हो जाती है, तो ये परफॉर्मेंस में चेंज आता है. बट हम लोग रेगुलरली देखेंगे तो इतना मेजर डिफरेंस नहीं आएगा. मेजर डिफरेंस आपको आफ्टर 20 ईयर्स दिखेंगे इसमें. तो दिस इज द मेन थिंग ऑफ अ परफॉर्मेंस. बाकी तो कोई इश्यू नहीं आता है परफॉर्मेंस में.
Okay. Now, Mr. Risil Bhagat, his question is the which part will break first in solar panel system? कौन सा पार्ट होता है वो फर्स्ट ब्रेक हो जाता है और डैमेज होता है?
ग्लास इज द मेन थिंग जो सबसे पहले ब्रेक हो सकता है सोलर पैनल्स में. मीन्स क्या होता है, सोलर पैनल्स का जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग होता है वो इस हिसाब से होता है कि सेल्स होते हैं, जिसमें सेल्स बनते हैं वेफर्स से, और वो इतने कमजोर होते हैं कि हम लोग उसमें हाथ में भी ले ले और उसको प्रेस करें तो टूट जाते हैं. तो सेल्स के ऊपर और नीचे दोनों साइड ईवीएस आती है और बैक साइड पे ईवीए बैकशीट आती है जो पीवीसी की होती है, और उसके ऊपर फ्रंट साइड जो ग्लास आता है वो टेम्पर ग्लास या हम लोग टफन ग्लास भी बोल सकते हैं, और वो होता है 3 to 4 mm का टफन ग्लास होता है. तो मेन थिंग एक ही है, ग्लास जो टूट सकता है, बट वो कब टूटेगा कि उस पर इंपैक्ट लोड गिरेगा. अगर कोई बंदा उस पर चलता है दौड़ता है तो ऐसे ग्लास डैमेज नहीं होगा. अगर कोई उस पर पत्थर मारता है या कोई जानबूझ के उसको तोड़ने का प्रयत्न करता है या उस पर इंपैक्ट लोड आता है तब जाके ग्लास टूटता है. बाकी कोई ऐसी चीज नहीं है जो टूट सकती है.
Okay. There are no more questions. This is Fanil.
Yes. At last, I would like to come and brief about the company?
Yeah, yes, sure.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
Now, thank you very much, Fanil, and thank you very much, everyone who view this webinar and this alumni webinar. And thanks again to Fanil who give his precious time
Most
for our
welcome.
student as well as our stakeholder.
Sure.
You say something about your company, your
Yes.
yeah. Okay, please continue.
First of all, again, I would like to thank you, sir, and to the BU management and the webinar for giving me such an opportunity to share my experience from platform to show all that how much we are growing. So I would like to brief something about my company. It's a low band solar power system. Our tagline is promise for continuous power. We are all MNRE, JEDA, EIL, all channel partners working with our government nodal agencies. We do all the EPC services from the consultancy to the services, means consultancy, approvals, procurement, engineering and designing, licensing, installation, commissioning, performance audit, and service also. This is our basic. We are a EPC service provider, which includes all the things in this. This is our actual photographs of our project. We had installed the highest capacity of a solar in Vadodara, which is 400 kilowatt and 500 kilowatt on a single roof in Ashwin Vanaspati, which is at Sauli. And this is the actual photographs of our installation. We are the fastest growing company in Vadodara with this solar power plant, as we had installed maximum numbers of installation in residential with the highest number of installation in Vadodara. We are on the top of the Vadodara. These are some of our valuable clients where we had installed our projects or some solar systems. Majorly every year huge number of clients. So this was the basic of my company, and since we are running with our 11 years and moving towards a fast forwarding company throughout the Gujarat, and we had achieved a major level, a peak level of the installation throughout the Gujarat. We had also achieved to the 4th position in Gujarat for the numbers of installation and highest capacity of the solar power plant. And in Vadodara, we are on the top for the installation of the solar power plant in domestic systems. Thank you, sir. Again,
Thank you very much, Fanil. And thank you very much for Parallel University Management as well as PU webinar cell.
Sure, sir. Sure. It was a great pleasure to be a part of this webinar. And as I was also thinking that when I was studying and जब एक्स्ट्रा लेक्चर्स होते हैं तब होता था कि हाँ हम लोग कब आएंगे, कब देंगे ऐसे. तो ये जो अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली है हमको, जो ड्रीम था वो कंप्लीट करने के लिए, तो मोस्टली थैंक यू टू यू मेहुल सर. Most thankful and thankful from making it so thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Fanil. Hello, Bridget sir.